I feel heartbroken about what's happened in the United States when, I'm pretty sure you're referencing ICE and some of the protests and things like that. Uh, I think that as a country, we need to focus on respecting everybody's rights and making sure that we're treating our citizens as well as anybody with love and respect. And I hope that when people look at athletes compete in the Olympics, they realize that that's the America that we're trying to represent.
It brings up mixed emotions to represent the U.S. right now, I think. It's a little hard. There's obviously a lot going on that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I think a lot of people aren't. If it aligns with my moral values, I feel like I'm representing it. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S. So yeah, I just kind of want to do it for my friends and my family and the people.
This is objectively, those two athletes work their asses off to get where they are. To be in Olympics it's a phenomenal feat. Now, you are representing the United States of America. And this is why we can't listen to athletes. They have no idea what's going on politically. They have no idea what the law is. I guarantee you, if you ask him a few questions about which in detail, he would say, I don't know. He looks at the highlights, he looks at the television, he looks at CNN, he looks at the shorts. He doesn't know what's really going on. He hears the propaganda. He has no clue. He believes what he sees, what CNN and NBC and ABC all show him. And for a US athlete, you are representing your country. If you feel as though you can't represent your country because you don't like what your country is doing, why did you still go and fulfill your dreams as Olympian? You should have stayed your ass home. What is the point of representing your country if you're not going to represent your country? You don't hear this from any other countries. You never hear any other countries talk badly about their countries, especially an Olympian. You don't hear China, you don't hear Mexico, Russia, all the other countries who represent their countries love their countries to death. Even the even in China, where we know how they are there, North Korea, all of them, they all have pride for their country. But no, US citizens, they're privileged. They have no idea what's really going on out in the world. They live their lives in a little bubble and they see things on TV and they jump to conclusions without even having facts. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. What was the point of you saying that? You should have kept that to yourself. Represent your country. Not only that, you may not like everything that goes on in America, but that doesn't mean you should hate America in your own relationships, whether it's your significant other, wife, spouse, whatever, brother, sister, sibling, parents, cousins, friends. You don't like everything in your relationship, but are you going to go out and talk trash about them to others, to outsiders? No, you keep it in house. It's the same thing with America. America is your family. When you're going out and you're representing the world as an Olympian, America is your family. You keep your family business inside the house. You don't talk trash about your family members. He's not trustworthy. If I was a female, I wouldn't trust him. He would talk about you outside of your relationship when men shouldn't be doing that anyway. I, I just don't understand, where's the Olympic pride? Where's the pride to be an American citizen? It's like you have to like every single thing America's doing for you to go represent your country and not have anything to say about it. Get out of here. I'm gonna show you what you should have said, young man, instead of saying what you said. This is someone that has pride representing their country.
How does it feel to represent your country like this?
It feels amazing. I love representing the US. I freaking love living there. I love it. And I'm so happy I get to represent USA.
How does it feel to represent
Look
your
at
country
that.
like this?
Let's play it
feels
again.
amazing. I love representing the US. I freaking love living there. I love it. And I'm so happy I get to represent USA.
That is the kind of enthusiasm, that is the kind of American pride you should have as an Olympian representing your country. That is one of the most. You talk to any Olympians. When I see U.S. Olympians from the past and the present talk about representing their country, sometimes they tear up because it hits them in a certain way. Look at the basketball team. Some of them tried to hold back tears when they won gold medal just because they're representing their country. When that national anthem hits, sometimes you see athletes in America, football players, basketball players, sometimes they tear up because they get emotional, especially when they're representing their country. I don't understand. I just don't understand the younger generation. Are they that liberal? You have no pride. You gotta, you gotta understand. You are not going to like everything anyone does. You may have problems within your own relationships, people, but I'll be damned if you go out of that relationship and start bad mouthing the people that you supposedly love. You're supposed to love this country. Okay, is there problems? Of course. Of course, there's problems in the country, but that doesn't mean you don't represent your country to the fullest. You embarrassed people by saying what you said. And by all means, it's a free country, it's freedom of speech. You can say how you feel, but there are consequences to what you say. And what you said, now you have people that are mixed about wanting you to win a gold medal or being successful because you dogmouth the USA. It's the same thing Gavin Newsom did when he went to the World Economic Forum with Trump and he badmouthed Trump and US. It's mind-boggling how these people think. Mind-boggling. I'm gonna show you what Trump said. Look at this. U.S. Olympic skier Hunter Hess, a real loser, says he doesn't represent his country in a current Winter Olympics. If that's the case, he shouldn't have tried out for the team. And it's too bad he's on it. Very hard to root for someone like this. Make America great again. And he's right. How are you out there bad mouthing your own country? Do you know? Do you know what would happen to someone that a Chinese man or a Russian man who said that about their country? They would immediately be removed by that country. They would be like, no, you got to go back home. and, and bad things would happen to them. You don't do that. You think that every Russian and every Chinese person love everything about their country? No, there's some things I don't like, but they're not going to go out and badmouth their country. This is straight up. I don't even know what to say. This is just flat out. You have no loyalty to your country. Go somewhere else then. If you don't like what US is doing, go to another country. Go to another country and see how they treat you. You're going to see it's vastly different between the United States of America and any other country you choose to go to.
I'm very proud of my country. As an American, I speak anywhere I go in the world about how proud I am of my country. But there's also protesters in the streets in Minnesota that are embarrassment for some of the way they're handling themselves. So there are also Americans that are out there. I don't have to agree with everything in America. We have millions, hundreds of millions of us. We don't all agree on everything. But the beautiful thing about America is we can all live in freedom and have free speech and free assembly and all those things on it. I know it's trendy for athletes to get out there. Colin Kaepernick started this by saying, I won't stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance a decade ago and trying to make it trendy among athletes to go attack America on it. The vast majority of Olympic fans and Olympians that are out there have worked their tail off to be able to get to the spot where they can represent their family, their nation, and themselves, and to be able to show what true sportsmanship really looks like. So I'm going to celebrate the athletes that are willing to celebrate America, that actually helped them become some of the greatest athletes in the world.
Damn right. Celebrate the athletes that are truly representing America and have pride for America. And this whole Kaepernick thing, he literally lost his career and he tried to. Here's the thing about that. This is how fake it was to me. He lost his career and then he tried to come back. If you truly thought what you thought, you would have been like, you know what, NFL, you basically blackballed me. You don't want me back. I don't want to come back. But no, he kept begging to come back because of the money. The NFL lost so many fans because of what he did, because he was disrespectful for the actual military vets that busted their asses and died for the country, for you to have the freedom to express yourself. And you had the audacity to kneel. And these Olympians have the audacity to talk negatively about America while representing America. Make that make sense. You're representing your country, and then you go out and talk bad to your country. What kind of business is this? Keep your mouth shut, represent your country, come back to America, then talk trash. You can talk trash while you're in America, but you're out there representing your country and talking negatively about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm Terrence Manning. This is My Thoughts Uncut. See you next time. Peace. USA, USA, USA.